Hello children, today we will learn about the muscular system. So, what is a muscular system? A system which helps us in the movement of our body is called as a muscular system. Since our bones cannot move on their own, so our bones need muscles for the movement. Okay, so what are muscles now, children? Muscles are the strong elastic bands of tissues. Repeat after me. Muscles are the strong elastic bands of the tissues. Okay, which are flexible in nature. Okay, since they are flexible, so they help us to move our body parts. Is it clear? So in this way, muscles are responsible for the movement of our body. Now, there are near about 650 muscles in our body. So all these muscles together make a muscular system. It is clear? Now, all the bones which are present in our body are attached with the muscles. And these muscles are then covered by the skin. Okay, children? Now, remember, the bones in our body are attached with the muscles with the help of a strong elastic fiber or tissue called tendons. Okay, so what are tendons, children? Repeat after me. Tendons are the strong band of tissue which connects a muscle to a bone. Okay, so remember, the tissue which connects a bone to a muscle is called as a tendon, and the tissue which connects a bone to another bone is called as a ligament. So it is clear now what is the difference between a tendon and a ligament? Alright. Now children, we will see how the muscles work. Muscles work by only pulling on a bone. They cannot push. Remember children, muscles cannot push. They can only pull a bone. Okay. So for a particular joint, at least 2 separate types of muscles are needed. Okay, for example, our arm movement is controlled by 2 types of muscles. The first one is biceps, which are present in the front, and the second one is triceps, which are present at the back. Okay, children? So, to understand how the muscle works, let us do an activity.
Keep one of your arms relaxed and hold the upper arm by the other hand. When the forearm is raised upwards and bent at the elbow, you will feel a bulge of the upper arm. This is due to a muscle biceps attached to the bones of the upper arm and the forearm. Observe and feel the thickening of the muscles when the forearm is bent. Now pull the arm downwards. You will feel the thickening of the muscles at the back of the arm. This is due to triceps muscles.
Now children, all the movements in your body are controlled by the muscles. From a tiny blink of eye to jumping, running, or during any other movement, you are using your muscles. Is it clear? And remember children, muscles not only moves various parts of your body, but it also causes heartbeat and move the food down the alimentary canal. Okay, so there are 3 types of muscles. How many types, children? 3 types. Okay, the first one is voluntary muscles or skeleton muscles. The second one is involuntary or smooth muscles, and the third one is cardiac muscles. Okay, repeat after me children. The first one is voluntary or straightened muscles. The second one is involuntary or smooth muscles, and the last one is cardiac muscles. Now children, before moving any further, it is important for you to know the exact meaning of voluntary and involuntary muscles. Okay, so what are voluntary muscles? Those muscles which are under our control are known as voluntary muscles. We can move them whenever we want, and we can use them whenever we want. For example, if I want to move my hand in this way, I can move. Okay, so I am moving my hand in this way because I am using my voluntary muscles. Is it clear? So we can control our voluntary muscles. And about the involuntary muscles. So those muscles which are not under our control are known as involuntary muscles. We cannot use them. They work on their own. For example, the food which are moving in our body during the digestion is an example of our involuntary muscles. The movement of food in our body is due to the muscles which are present inside our body, and these muscles are involuntary muscles. So it is clear now? Okay. Now the first type of muscle is stripped muscle, which are also called as skeleton muscle, and the other name of this muscle is voluntary muscles. Okay, so we are using three names for this muscle. Why we are using voluntary word? Because we can control the movement of this muscle. That is why we are calling it as voluntary muscle. Now, these muscles are attached to the bones. So that is why we are calling it as skeleton muscles. It is clear? Okay. And these muscles have stripes on them, as you can see over here in this image, that these muscles have stripes on them, so that is why it is also called as strip muscles. Okay, is it clear now? So our hands and our legs have voluntary muscles or skeleton muscles. So we can move them whenever we want to. Okay, now the second one is involuntary or smooth muscles. So why we are using involuntary word here? Because we cannot control these muscles. They work on their own. And these muscles do not have stripes on them, as you can see in this image, that these muscles do not have stripes at all. So that is why we are using smooth word here. Okay, that means these muscles are also called as smooth muscles. Now, these muscles are found in or around the internal organs. For example, stomach and intestine. Okay, so that is why these organs are able to work on their own. Is it clear? Now, the last type of muscle is cardiac muscle. Okay, cardiac word means heart. So those muscles which are present in the heart are known as the cardiac muscles. Okay, and just like the voluntary muscles, cardiac muscles also have stripes on them. Okay, and these muscles are involuntary muscles because we cannot control them. Okay, so cardiac muscles are responsible for pumping the blood so that it can circulate all over the body. Now children, we will discuss how we can keep our bones and muscles healthy. The more you use your muscles, the stronger it gets. And same goes for the bones also. Okay, So exercise regularly. Exercise keeps your muscles more stronger and more flexible. It helps your muscles to get more stronger and more flexible. And same goes for the bones also.
And children, apart from the exercise, our muscles need a healthful diet also. Because all of our muscles use energy when they contract. And this energy comes from the food that we eat. So children, eating a diet full of nutrients such as meat, fish, eggs, chickpea, cheese, milk, etc. can help to keep our muscles strong. And about the bones, our body needs two nutrients for bones. That is the mineral calcium and vitamin D. So, food like milk, curd, fish and green leafy vegetables are good for bones. So it is clear now? Okay.
Now children, if you want to maintain a good health of your skeleton system, it is important for you to maintain a good posture. Posture means the way you sit and stand. So always try to stand perfectly straight and sit perfectly straight to maintain a good posture. Because bad postures create problems in the spine, that means a vertebral column, or in other parts of the skeleton system. Okay, so try to maintain a good posture.
And children, bad postures such as slouching, hunching or slumping should be avoided. Slouching means the action of standing, moving or sitting in a lazy, droopy way, as you can see over here in this image. Okay? Hunching means to bend your back and shoulder forward into a round shape. Okay? And slumping means the action of sitting, leaning or falling heavily or to fall suddenly. Okay, so these are some of the bad postures which need to be avoided.
So children, that was all about your chapter 3, that is skeleton and muscular system. I hope you understand each and every term related to this chapter. Okay, now we will meet in the next video with the next chapter. Thank you.